Everybody wants to talk about self-love and self-care, but nobody wants to talk about what self-love actually is. I think the internet loves to make self-love so aesthetic. Bubble baths, journaling, doing your makeup every day, cute outfits. But true love for yourself is so much more than that. It can be uglier than that. And no matter how many bubble baths you take, no matter how many journal entries you do, no matter how well you learn to do your makeup, nothing can replace self-love, true self-love, because the truth is, self-love is the key to everything you ever wanted, whether it's happiness, money, relationships, literally any manifestation you're working towards, wanting. True love is the key. Hi, it's Drea, and you're watching The Pretty Girl Path, where I teach you about the pretty girl mindset. And if you don't identify as a pretty girl, that's okay. The pretty girl mindset is all about having audacity, loving yourself, being secure in yourself, becoming happy, and creating the life of your dreams. That's all I want for you. So today we're talking about what it means to truly love yourself. Like I said, I think the idea of self-love gets extremely misconstrued in social media because everybody wants to make it really aesthetic. I mean, you get up every day in your silk robe and you do your 15-step skincare routine. And yes, these can all be forms that self-love manifests in. Maybe these are things that you do out of love for yourself, but it's not the essence of self-love. If you hate yourself and you decide to get up every single day and do your skincare and your makeup, you might feel momentarily better, but it's not going to fix the true problem. You see, to truly love yourself is to love yourself as your essence. It is to love yourself in all forms, to have grace for yourself, to love your flaws, to love your imperfections, to love yourself when you wake up messy, when you have a bad day, when you're bloated and cramping and emotional, when you hurt a friend, when you hurt yourself. It is to love yourself enough to have that grace for yourself. Because if you can only love yourself when you're picture perfect, when you have this perfect skincare routine, the perfect morning routine, when you're hardworking and determined, that is not true love. Think about a partner or your family. We do not stop loving them or see them as less than because they're not perfect all the time. We have grace. Love yourself how you love the most important person in your life, and that is flaws and all. I made a video a while ago on my TikTok, and I was talking about how I think true love is very misconstrued these days, because true unconditional love has nothing to do with what you think a person is. I feel like when we meet people these days, we immediately start making ideas in our heads of who they are. And that's why people fall in love so quickly with the idea of somebody. If I meet you and you make me laugh and giggle and you're charming and all these different things, in my head, I might make a picture of you that you're like this picture perfect man. And then I fall in love with that idea. But the more I get to know you, the more you can't live up to this picture perfect idea I had in my head, because that idea never existed. And I never learned to love you because I didn't allow myself to experience you. In order to love yourself, you have to experience every part of you and do it without judgment. Because the thing about judging before you experience, you have no chance to love. You have no chance to feel those emotions. One of the scariest things about loving yourself is that you have to get to know yourself first. You have to meet yourself. And when you meet yourself, you're gonna realize that so many things that you thought about yourself, so many boxes that you put yourself in and identified yourself as, aren't even really you. They're a product of the story that you have been told your entire life. They're the product of your traumas, the product of your pain. A lot of us identify as victims in our lives, but when you come and sit with yourself and meet yourself, you will begin to realize just how much you victimize yourself. You will begin to realize just how much you are the problem in your life. And that's such a hard thing to do. But the thing is, self-love starts with getting down to who you really are, instead of this identity that you have put on for the world and got so comfortable in. At what point did you stop being yourself and instead became a product of this world? So that's the first step, meeting yourself, sitting with yourself, looking at yourself in the mirror, looking at what thoughts come up. Who do you think you are? Who do you want to be? And what is the in-between that is all of it? What is your essence? At the end of the day, you do have a soul. You do have a beautiful energy that is specific to you. and cannot be changed. It can't be morphed, but it can be disguised. Maybe your soul has taken the backseat. Instead, you've been using your mind all these years. You created a different character. So the more you come back to you, the more you love yourself enough to show your real soul, the closer you'll get to the person that you want to be. Your essence is the most magnetic thing about you. Only you can be you. And loving yourself is allowing yourself to express that you. It's not hiding it out of the fear of being judged. It's not thinking you're less than because you made some mistakes. It's letting go of shame. It's forgiving yourself. It's realizing that your sum, your value, cannot be changed by anything external. It's not situational. It's forever. It is everlasting. It is infinite. You are priceless in every situation. That doesn't mean that you won't make mistakes. That doesn't mean that you're not going to try to grow as a person and be a better human. Because at the end of the day, I mean, you're just a soul learning how to operate on this earth. You're gonna make mistakes. But at the end of the day, before you close your eyes, I want you to know that you are priceless. I want you to love every single part of you. Even the things that you want to change, love it. Because it was a part of you, it was a part of your journey. Unconditional love is loving the experience. Loving the experience of being you, of meeting yourself, of learning, of growing, of making mistakes. That's what true love is. And when you are vibrating at that high frequency of love, true love for yourself, there is literally nothing that you cannot make for yourself. There's nothing you can't attract. You stop chasing and you start attracting everything that you want in this world, whether it's people treating you well, money, love. It is inevitable because the way you see yourself, the way you love yourself, teaches the world and everything in it how to love you back. Your frequency and your view of yourself is literally all that matters. The only thing keeping you and your manifestations apart is your lack of belief that you deserve those things. If you truly love yourself and you believe you deserve everything, you will have everything, my love. And it might take you a second to get here. It's a forever journey, to be honest. You don't just wake up and say, I love myself, all my trauma's gone. But you can start somewhere. You can start by sitting in things that make you uncomfortable, questioning your beliefs, looking at yourself in the mirror and complimenting yourself, or even just sitting with yourself instead of picking yourself apart, not judging yourself so hard for every single mistake, not looking at everything as a mistake, allowing yourself to rest, allowing yourself to have fun. Stop trying to change yourself for a moment and just be yourself. Being conscious about what characters you're playing in the outside world. Is this true to me? Or am I performing right now? Trying new things, learning what aligns with you, because 99% of your habits have been taught to you. They aren't even conscious decisions anymore. You're just doing what you've been taught to do. You gotta find you somewhere in there. And so much of that is just self-exploration, spending time with yourself and meeting yourself there, loving yourself there. Love yourself where you're at. You will only flourish from here. I love you so much. Subscribe for more. Thank you for watching.